welcome. I really appreciate you coming here today as I announce my bid for Davis City Council. Before we begin, there's a few people who I'd like to introduce. First of all, my husband Mitch Sutter. He does exist. Here he is. And this is my sample of my children. This is Sheila Allen Sutter. I have two more who are doing a good job in college. That's why they're not here. But they have supported me. They're on my list. And also, I'm really appreciative of some local elected officials who have already stepped forward with their endorsement and support for me. And that means a lot, because that means they know what it takes to do these kind of jobs. So I'd like to thank, and you can clap for each of them, smile and wave, Senator Lois Wolk. Yeah. City Council members, Lucas Frerich. Hey. City Council member Dan Wolk. Supervisors, Jim Provenza. Supervisor Don Saylor. And my fellow school board members, Susan Levenberg. And the smiling, waving Gina Delighted. She's good at that. Okay, I want to tell you that I am very excited to step up and run for City Council. I've had a very exciting, interesting, and rewarding 8+ years on the school board, right? Yes, it's been all those things. And I feel like I'm ready to now, I talk about my 8,400 children in the school district, because that's really how I feel in my heart. Each and every one of those kids are my kids, and when I'm making a decision, I am making a decision about each and every one of those. And moving forward now, I would like to let you know that for each of my decisions, I'm going to be thinking about the 65,000 neighbors, all of you, who I will be thinking about when I'm making each of my decisions. So, welcome to the neighborhood. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm a nurse. I'm a public health nurse, and I'm not only a nurse, I'm a doctor nurse, as it turns out. So I have a PhD in nursing, and my focus of both of my practice and my life and my policy is on public health nursing and community nursing. So yeah, yay, public health. So I will bring that with me to the council, and for those of you who don't know what public health and community health nursing means, is to not just think about the individual, but to think about the effect on the whole. And so that's what I will bring to that, is that I'll be thinking of you each individually, but thinking about how the policies and the decisions coming together will affect the whole. So that's what a nurse, who's also, by the way, my tagline is that we're going to be going towards a caring and living community, because I'm a nurse, so I really care about all of you. So just a couple of things there's many things that I'll be talking about and working on, but the couple of things that I wanted to bring up today is about the fiscal health of the city. Of course, you can't do anything unless you have good fiscal health. So I'm going to bring what we worked on in the school district. It hasn't been all rosy all the way through, but I think really we as a community work together to think at what are the key things that we have to make sure happens, because no kid has even 1 year to lose. So what are our key programs, and how are we going to work together to make sure that we preserve those, and then think about both sides of the fiscal equation. So it's about focusing on the priorities and then making sure that we fund those priorities. So as I'm moving forward, we'll be looking at both sides of our fiscal health. And the other thing that's really important right now is that, although thank you for yet another beautiful sunny day in California. Yay. I'm from Wisconsin, so by the way, right now, -14 there, so wouldn't be wearing this. It's wonderful that we have all these sunny days, but the unfortunate thing is that it has not rained, and you're all aware of that. So we've been talking about water in general for a couple of years in Davis, but I would like us to have a community conversation about not just the price or how we're getting the water, but about that water really just say it's a precious resource. And so we're going to treat it that way. So I want us to have conversations about conservation without killing off the beautiful green and the trees of Davis, and about recycling and reusing water. So I'd like to bring that issue to the table. And the last thing, yes, thank you. Then the last thing that I'd like to talk about, that I would like to bring to the table, is about the having an engaged community. Something that is really important to me is to make sure that I'm hearing from a broad swath of information from my community. So I am in the phone book. If you have a phone book, it's a paper thing that you can look through. It's alphabetical. I'm under A's. So call me or email me. I have a Facebook page, my personal one, or my city council one is Sheila Allen City Council. I have a website, SheilaAllen.org. Nobody else got that one. So contact me and talk to me. I will have coffee, email, or talk to anybody who would like to talk to me, because that's how I can best make a decision, is if I get broad input from a broad number of my neighbors, of my community people. So with that, don't go after this. Couple things. Next Saturday, February 1st, I'm having my first fundraiser at Delane Easton's house. Thank you very much. She can't be here today, but thank you to her for hosting that. So come on over. It's going to be a taste of the world. When we were planning it, they asked, well, what's your ethnicity? So we can maybe plan around that. I'm like, oh, I'm a mutt. I don't know what I am. So we're going to have a flavor of the world. So join us on that. I have up here on the table our cards where you can put down if you'd be interested in hosting a lawn sign or endorsing me or those kind of things. So please sign up there or go to my website for that. And don't leave after this, because we're going to have sunshiny, smiley pictures for the campaign. I would love to have all of you in my picture if you'd be willing to do that. So with that, let's move together as we're striving for our caring and livable community. Thank you.